Welcome, everyone, to the DUB Success Series, where we cultivate your belief system for success. I am your host, Y. Nelson Thomas, and I want to know, do you believe? Do you?
Do you believe? I want to know. Do you? Do you believe? 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 I want to know. Do ya?
Oh yeah, greetings ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome to the Do You Believe Success Series, hosted by me, Y. Nelson Thomas, your lifestyle strategy partner. Also known by some as Wadre the Motivator, Mr. Do You Believe himself, and I'm always excited to have you tuning in to another episode of our podcast here where we are cultivating your mindset and your belief system for success. Many of you know I have been continuing this 100-day podcast challenge where I will be uploading a new episode every single day for 100 days in a row, and I am super excited for those of you who are tuning in to see what type of value, and I hope I'm adding value to anyone who's listening. Hopefully you can at least take away one thing from each podcast that you listen to that you can use to enhance the quality of your life. In the midst of the 100-day challenge, I also incorporated into it the intimacy challenge, where I was using the 40-day love dare as a way to re-cultivate and establish the intimacy back in the relationship between me and my wife. That's something that I think all marriages could stand to do, is increase that intimacy and reestablish that connection. No matter how good it is, I feel that it could always be better. Yesterday was day 10, and we talked about love being unconditional, where you had to do something for your spouse, whether it was clean the kitchen if you don't do that, buy them their favorite dessert, fold the laundry, just do something that would demonstrate that your love for them is just from sheer joy of having them as your partner in marriage and your partner in this life. And today is Love Cherishes. So today we want to, let me see here, what we need to do. Let's see, can you run errands? Can you give back a back rub, a foot massage? Is there any housework that you can do? Choose a gesture that says, I cherish you, and do it with a smile. My English teacher, when I was in the 5th grade, Mr. Evans, he used to always say, with a smile on your face and a song in your heart. So can you do that with a smile on your face and a song in your heart? Can you do something that shows your unconditional love, that proves to your spouse or your loved one that you cherish them? What is that one thing that you could do to show that you cherish your companion? Yes. Now also, I was talking about the leadership that I've been seeing around the world and how some of it has been, I won't use the word disappointing or anything to categorize some of the worldwide leadership that I see in a negative light, because I don't want to reflect on the negative. I want to use what I see as leadership that could be enhanced as a way for me to become a better leader, because I can't really focus on what's going on in somebody else's house. I really have to focus on what's going on in my house and what's going on in my life, and how can I cultivate myself to be a better leader. So I'm using the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell as my guide. And we started off, today is day 3. We're covering law 3 today. The first day was law 1, the law of the lid. And the lid is just basically your leadership skills. And it states that how well you lead determines how successful you are. Day 2 was the law of influence. If you lead people, then you influence people. And today we're going to be covering law 3, which is one of my favorites. It is law of process. Leaders are built by the day and not in a day. And this applies to not only leadership, but also to anything that you may be building, whether it be a business, whether it be a relationship, whatever it is that you are currently working on. It happens by the day and not in a day. So you want to respect the process and understand that the process, it takes time. There's no microwave leadership or no microwave results. Everything has to be cultivated, and it takes time. Shortcuts, truthfully, they do not pay off in the long run. So if you try to take a shortcut, truthfully what you're doing is shortchanging yourself. And you have to know that Repeat the process. Trust the process. Learn, grow, develop, modify, and repeat. I say that again. Learn, grow, develop, modify, and repeat. Avoid the microwave leadership and the quick fixes and the quick solutions. Learn, live, and lead others. That is exactly what we want to do. And you have to understand that when it comes to the process, that your major results and your major breakthroughs happen when you make consistently good decisions that compound over time. Your breakthrough will happen when you make consistently good decisions and allow them to compound over time. So no microwave, no instantaneous. And I think the hardest part of the process is me. I want to see those results. I want to see them immediately. I want to see them now. But there are two things that I had to learn when it comes to respecting the process. And these are just two things that I had to learn. The first thing was humility. I had to learn how to humble myself, to put myself in a position to be able to respect the process and understand that things happen by the day and not within a day. And also I had to learn patience, because a lot of times when you're looking for results or you need answer now and you try to bypass certain aspects of the process, then you may find yourself looking for some of those microwave results. And I'm going to tell you now, if it comes quick, it's going to go quick. I'm thinking about the sunflowers that my wife planted in our little garden that we have here in our backyard. And we went out of town and we came back, and it seemed like those things grew literally, like they grew overnight. I was shocked at how fast they were growing. It was a matter of a couple weeks, and before you know it, we had full-grown sunflowers in our backyard. Now, the catch was those sunflowers did not live very long. Before you know it, they were drying up, they were dying, and we eventually had to cut them down. So if you want to take the microwave approach and you want to get instantaneous results and you want them now, like throwing microwave popcorn in the microwave, hitting a quick timer, and then you get whatever it is that you are investing in, it's not going to last. It's going to go quick. So this is what I want you to do. It's two things that I want you to remember when it comes to the process. You have to remain humble, and you have to be patient, and you have to be willing. You have to be willing to respect the process. Willing to respect the process. And no matter what, I look at, as a speaker and a coach, I look at a lot of great speakers that I really admire, from the Les Browns to the Tony Robbins to the old school Jim Rohns to one of my childhood favorites, the Zig Ziglars of the world. And when you look at the people who have reached the epitome of whatever it is that they're doing, you have to remember that all great speakers were once terrible speakers, but they had respect for the process, that they continue to work to cultivate themselves into being great. Leadership, greatness, it takes cultivation. So let's avoid expecting microwave results. Let's avoid expecting things to happen immediately, and respect the process by being patient and by being humble. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it today for the Do You Believe Success series. I am taking this 100-day podcast challenge by storm, and I'm super excited to have the pleasure and the honor to be able to do this. I will be heading out in the morning or tomorrow afternoon. Going to be going out to LA for the Sales and Growth Conference, where there'll be some amazing speakers, and I'm super excited about having the opportunity to go out and network with some amazing people within the industry and learn from some people who are doing things that I aspire to do. So I will be respecting the process live and in living color, straight from Los Angeles, California, this upcoming weekend. So for all of you that have stayed with me through the duration of this podcast, I truly thank you. I'm outside right now in my backyard in Arizona. It is so beautiful. So if you hear, the birds chirping, the crickets, or cars passing by on the road, then it's because I'm outside. But the weather is so beautiful that I just wanted to come outside and get some fresh air, and also, use this clarity and this fresh air to be able to communicate. And hopefully there was something of value that I added to your life today. So for everyone that tuned in, I thank you so very much. If you're listening to me on iTunes, go ahead. If you want to leave a comment, or if you want to give me one star, I certainly respect that. But if you would give me those 5 stars, that would mean the world to me. So thank you everyone who's tuned in. Thank you so very much for your time. God bless you. And we will see you again in less than 24 hours right here on the Do You Believe Success Series. Yes. Do you believe? Do you? Do ya?
Do you believe? I want to know.